Hi everyone, let's tackle another problem in Pandas and Polars. So we have the condition here. It's a little bit tricky, so you can pause the video and read it carefully. They are asking us to write a solution to find the cancellation rate of requests with unbanned users. So we have two tables, trips and users. Here in users, we have the information who is banned or not. So both for client and drivers must not be banned. And we have the date range and at least one trip. Okay, so cancellation rate is computed by dividing the number of cancelled by anyone, client or driver, with unbanned users by the total number of requests, also with unbanned users on that day. All right, so we have the sample data here. It will be available in the comments of this video. Let's take a look. Here is trips, and here we have users. When dealing with data frames where we have some dates, we should pay attention if the column containing dates is actually a datetime column. So let's take a look. Trips. As we can see, it's an object type. So these are not actually dates, but are strings. We just must keep this in mind. Maybe if we need, we could convert this to datetime, but we will leave it like this for the moment. And I'll explain a little bit later how it works. So first of all, we are interested in the users that are not banned. Oops. Here. So we will take our users and we will filter the users that are not banned. So banned equal no, and we will take just the user IDs. Users ID. Okay. So we are missing just user ID 2 that is banned. Okay, so we will override this variable. Users will be users and all this stuff. And we will go with our trips. And here we will filter the trips where client ID and driver ID are not banned. So client ID is in users. So here we could just it's already Pandas series. That's why it's not working. It's like this. Okay, so we have client ID is in users. And driver ID is in users. Okay. Then what we will need in our output table, request at column is called day. So we will rename this straight away. Columns request at will be day. Then we need just this date range. Let's filter them. It will be query. So day should be greater or equal to this one, and also day should be less than or equal to okay. And here is the case why this is working right now, because even if our day column is an object type, so these are strings, when we are comparing, for example, this string with this one, it works because alphabetically this string is greater than this one. So here we have 1 at the end, here we have 2 at the end, so alphabetically it's greater, and it works. But for example, if we'd have some error here, it could work in some cases, but it's not very good to use it like this, because normally we should first convert it to a datetime column, so to avoid any misunderstandings. But I will just leave it like this because it's working. The date format allows us to filter like this. That being said, let's continue. So what we will need are our cancelled trips. We will create a new column, so we'll assign a column that will be called cancelled, and it will be equal with column status. When it's not equal with completed, let's take a look. So we have true when we have cancelled orders. So that's why this column is called cancelled. And now we could just group by day. We'll do as index false. And we will take cancelled column and we'll aggregate with count and sum. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a step back just to explain it. We are grouping by day, and we are counting how many trips we have on that day. So count will be like the total number of trips. And when we do sum, true will be as 1, false will be as 0. So it will sum up all the cancelled trips. Like this, we have each day, the total trips and cancelled trips. Okay, so we can just override the variable again, like this, and we will create another column. It will be called cancellation rate, like here. And it will be equal with trips sum divided by trips count. And round to 2 decimals, like we're asking, 2 decimal points. Okay, and we will keep just the column day and cancellation rate to have the desired output format. This is our Pandas solution, and we will do the same in Polars. So in Polars, we will create our lazy frames first. Trips PL will be equal with Polars lazy frame from trips, and users PL lazy frame from users. Okay. Then we will do the same as here. We will take users PL. Will be so we will filter the column band should be equal no. Let's just look. Okay. And from here we will select users ID, and we will override the variable. Then we will do trips PL, and yeah, here we can directly rename request add into day. I'll collect here. Okay, and then we will filter everything. So this line and this query we will filter, and this will be PL call client ID is in users PL, driver ID using users PL. Okay, so like this we have clients and drivers that are not banned. And then we filter our dates, PL call day greater or equal to this one. And it's less equal with this date. So in polars like this, it will work in our case just because, once again, we have a string column. So it compares the string values. But if we'd have here a datetime column, in polars, we must write this line, for example, like this. So less or equal to PL date time, and in this format. So this will become this line, and the same for the first date. In pandas, it works like it is, even if this column is string, so in our case object type or datetime format. But in polars, if it's a datetime column, we must write it in this format. Okay. I will leave it just like this because we have string right now, and in this format it works. Then we must create this cancelled column. In polars we do with columns, and cancelled equals PL call status not equal to completed. Okay, once again false and true, true for the cancelled trips. Then the same as before, we group by day, and we aggregate PL count cancelled, and we will name it total. So these are all the trips, and the second is PL sum of cancelled. All right. Then we will create the cancellation rate column. So with columns, and it's PL call cancelled. So the sum of cancelled trips divided to PL call total, and everything should be rounded, round to, and we call it cancellation rate. All right. Then we just need to select the day column and cancellation rate, and we can convert to pandas to have the exactly same result as before. The order doesn't matter in our case because return the result table in any order, but the output is the same in pandas and in polars. That's all for today. Thank you.